been the fleet director since 2020, going on 5 years now. Before that, I was the deputy director for fleet services for 3 years, and I've been with the city for 16. Yeah, we have 54 employees that I oversee, and they're spread all across the city doing lots of things. About half of them are technicians, as you see, working behind us at our various shops, and then the other half consist of parts clerks who help get the parts for the equipment, and we have an administrative staff that helps with the acquisitions and the purchasing of new equipment. We also run the city's vehicle impoundment lot, which is it's a 7 days a week operation that houses and is the custodian for impounded vehicles from the Knoxville Police Department. So at 54, and you add all that together, that's our number. Before I came here, we didn't yet do our own service. The fleet department originally had about 5 or 6 employees, and they only did sort of the purchasing and coordination aspects of the job. And then as years went on throughout the course of the 80s is when this occurred, fleet grew and grew and grew and eventually took over all the maintenance activities. And now, to the point today, when you think of fleet, normally maintenance is the first thing you think of, and that didn't used to be the case. So the department's evolved quite a bit over the 40 plus years that we've been active, and just since I've been here, I think just the level of technical training and professionalism with the technology that's in vehicles now has really increased, and it's something that we've all had to adapt to. The Fleet Services Department is responsible for the acquisition, maintenance, repair, use, and disposal of the city's fleet of vehicles and equipment. It's about 1,600 total assets, so we make sure all the various operating departments in the city have appropriate resources and vehicles to do their jobs, and we take a lot of pride in that. We have 3 different shops in the Fleet Services Department. This particular shop where we're in today is our fire apparatus maintenance and repair bay. These are our most complex and complicated pieces of equipment in our city fleet. They're the most expensive, they're the largest. It requires ASE certifications as well as EVT, Emergency Vehicle Technician certifications. The top level master technicians, of which we have 3 here, all have 6 EVTs and 8 ASEs. It's a total of 14 certifications, which are all individually very difficult to obtain. So this is the sort of the top level in our profession here. The Fleet Services Department was created in 1980 as a way to centrally manage the city's fleet. Before that time, I was not here obviously at that time, but before that time, a lot of the departments would sort of manage their own fleets. So as a way to sort of realize efficiency and economies, we consolidated fleet management into one department. This way we can buy vehicles that match with one another, and then we can stock fewer parts and be more efficient and take care of all the vehicles for all the departments in a central location. Gives us better resources to help fix everything and make the fleet run better. I'm really proud of our apprenticeship program. We started an apprentice mechanic program several years ago. It was one of my initiatives when I took over the department, basically as a partnership between TCAT, who are our neighbors there on Liberty Street, the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. We partner with them and provide work experience opportunities for their students who are looking to get into the profession. I'm also really proud of our Green Fleet initiatives. I implemented a Green Fleet policy in 2021, which is basically a new framework for how we evaluate vehicle purchases to make sure that we're buying the cleanest and greenest vehicle we can, whether that be an electric vehicle or an alternative fuel vehicle when possible. And we've really managed to grow our electric fleet and our alternative fuel fleet in that time period, and I'm really proud of that. We're one of the very few departments, maybe the only department, that has a direct hand in all city operations, at least everything that requires a vehicle. From your police department to your fire department to the public works and everywhere in between, most of the services the city provides are provided with vehicles: fire trucks, police cars, snow plows, pothole patchers. Obviously the people are critically important, they're the ones doing the work, but they get from our location to where they need to be anywhere in the city of Knoxville in a vehicle. And oftentimes the vehicle is the primary tool that they're using to accomplish their job. So it's really our responsibility to make sure that everyone can accomplish their individual missions and have the best tools they can so that they can accomplish that and deliver the best possible services at a efficient cost for the citizens. So yeah, I think Fleet plays a critical role in helping every other department to achieve their mission. I think to the extent people think of Fleet at all, I mean, sometimes we work in the background. You know, obviously, you know, it's a position where you're not necessarily noticed unless you mess up, like if a truck is broken or not available, that sort of thing. So there's a little bit of that. People don't know what we are. We're the invisible sort of department that supports all the other departments. But also, I think there's a misperception about a lot of our employees in our trade. You think of mechanics as somebody who's maybe up to their elbows in grease working on gears and things, and there is some of that. That's to an extent, but we have technicians on staff, highly trained professional technicians who spend at least as much time working with computers and electronics, sometimes more so than they do doing anything that involves manual work. So it's a very technical and professional trade, and I think there are misconceptions about that sometimes that I'd love to fight to clear up. Well, being of service, I have an educational background in public administration. That's what I went to school for, what I've been passionate about from a very young age. And I knew when I finished graduate school that I wanted to have a career in public service. And I was able to seek employment from the city and attain employment when I was pretty young, 24 years old. I had been out of school for just a few months. And I've stayed ever since, never wanted to leave. But I think just the opportunity to serve my community and be of service has always been what motivates me. And I hope to retire here. Well, I think seeing our vehicles in the field, you know, is probably my favorite part. I enjoy driving around, and I spend a lot of my time downtown, and I make it out to the shops as much as I can, and try to be everywhere. But just seeing our folks at work and knowing that knowing the vehicles, knowing each and every one of them and what they do and how much work goes into maintaining those things, and seeing them out in the field every single day, all over the city, every single day, knowing the service that they're providing to our citizens, and that we've had a small role in helping that service to take place and get that vehicle where it is, to do that work that it's doing. So I think just knowing that we've had a small part in every little thing that we do every single day, it's a pretty cool feeling, and something I really enjoy.